All right, good morning, everybody. I thought I would do a little video this morning as opposed to a Canvas message just for something different and just to say hi to you guys. So I wanted to highlight a couple things you guys are doing really well, and then just a couple of reminders and clarifications that I want to make as well. So first of all, I really appreciate all of the work that you guys have been doing. I know that it is a lot of work. I know that it's at least maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but it's kind of lonely, trying to talk to all you guys via computer screen, and I just miss seeing your faces every day, basically. And so I hope you guys are doing well and hanging in there. And please always feel free to reach out to me if you have questions, or you can come to the Canvas conferences just to say hi. Even that's what a lot of people have been doing the last couple of days. And it's nice to hear your guys' voices for sure. Um, and then a couple of things that I'm just kind of addressing it here because I'm not sure what you guys see on your end. I can obviously only see the teacher end. But I am going to ask that you guys take a minute or two this morning and look at all of your Canvas submissions. Um, if you either see an assignment that hasn't been graded yet, or an assignment that's not full credit, there should be, with the exception of yesterday's homework, because I haven't quite gotten there yet, but for like anything 7, 6, or before, if it's either not graded or has a comment here or it isn't full credit, there should be a comment down here about either why it's not graded or why you didn't get full credit. For 7-6, most likely it's because you're missing work or missing the back of the assignment. So since I'm providing the answers to you guys, I'm being a little bit pickier about seeing the work that you guys are doing so that I can help you better find your mistakes and honestly just make sure you're not copying down the answers and submitting it that way. So please make sure that you're reading those comments. You can add a comment back and I can see that. If you're not getting full credit, you can make the adjustments that I mentioned on here and resubmit it, and I will adjust your grade. So I'm really focusing on progress during this time and not like a hard 3 out of 5 that you normally would get in class, just because I'm not there to help you when you have questions, in person at least. And so a lot of you guys have been reading these and resubmitting, so thank you for doing that. And then if you are missing those comments, just make sure you're utilizing the opportunity to fix your work and resubmit it. And I'm happy to change that grade for you. And then also, let's see where there'd be an example of that. So make sure you're reading the directions too on each day's like daily agenda. So today, for example, you guys are doing the second day of 7-7. So you're finishing that note outline. Everything that you are doing today was in that packet that I gave you before this break. But for example, tomorrow, make sure you're always reading the agenda. Anything that is an addition will always be in some sort of special lettering, like bold. I'll make the letters bigger or whatever. So 98% of this worksheet is the same as the one that was at the beginning of your packet. So this guy right here, practicing all those equations. I did add 2 practice word problems at the end. So you do not have to reprint this whole worksheet for 2 problems. You can just add them to the back or on a scratch piece of paper at the end of your notes. I don't really care. And then you'll submit those. And so please make sure you're reading those and like the daily agenda so that you can see when those changes are made. I tried to get as much together as I possibly could before we left, but obviously I had about 30 minutes to get all of this done for Algebra 2 and Geometry. So some of it was just kind of thrown together in hopes that at least most of it you guys would have and wouldn't have to either print on your own or do on separate paper. I think that is really about it. Let me think. So yeah, just keep up the good work. We're luckily this is, the last time we'll ever have to do 5 e-learning days in a row. And then after after spring break, unfortunately, you guys will have to be responsible for either printing everything or doing everything on paper because I didn't anticipate being home until May 1st. And so we'll be looking at some statistics stuff after break and kind of just reevaluating from there. So, said before, I miss you guys. I wish that I could be seeing you today instead of talking to you from my computer because, let's face it, it's kind of awkward. So, just let me know if you need help. I'm happy to help you guys, happy to be there for you guys, and have a great Wednesday.